All right, so I want to talk about another issue that I've noticed on many of your pieces, and that is the idea that something is dimensional simply because it's raised off the surface. Technically, that's true. Technically, if I lay something on here, even if it's flat, that's technically dimensional. But it's also not very sculptural, and it's also not very interesting. Let's say, for example, I wanted to put a heart right here. And so I roll out some clay, and I cut out my shape, and I produce this. Well, yeah, it's a heart, but it's also flat, right? That looks like your grandmother is making Christmas cookies, right? She rolls out the sugar cookie dough, and then she stamps the heart-shaped cookie cutter on it, and she ends up with something that is technically dimensional, but sculpturally not very interesting. All right, so this is not the kind of thing I want. Let's suppose you do something more like this, right? Same scale, same image, but now when you look at this, you can see that this is very dimensional. Not only does it describe the footprint, but it also describes, some of these other areas, some of these other lobes, and it becomes much more interesting. This is what I want, this dimensionalization, this sculpture. A 3D sculpture has dimension. Even a bas-relief has dimension. It isn't simply a slab of clay that raises up 1/4 of an inch. That is not a successful, important image. This is much more dimensional and a much better solution. So I saw a whole bunch of this in your work, but we need to rethink this, rework that, and make it something more like that. All right, thank you.